2020 presidential race in full swing, but you won't see it here on Street Talk. Here's why. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy CB here. The 2020 presidential race is already happening. Candidates are already out there traveling all over the U.S. Promises are being made, and everybody is talking about who the front runner is on both sides of the house. The Republicans have the current president as their pretty much their primary. They may get a couple people to step up, but pretty much their primary. The Democrats got a football team worth of candidates out there doing their thing, trying to talk to people, making their visits, going all around the U.S. On Street Talk, you will not hear me cover the 2020 presidential race. And I kind of tell you why. Presidents, politics, the race, issues, things like that, when it comes, it's all kind of divisive. It all kind of makes for a not very conducive conversation, and people get upset. And if you show that you're on one side and these people on the other, it's just not a good thing. In 2015, 2016, I really got into how things were going, and all it did was make me just angry, right? Kind of like everybody else. If you didn't see my point of view and you didn't understand what I was saying, I couldn't understand why, and it just made me angry. And I definitely don't want to be like that this time around. It's just a heavy feeling, and I don't want it. I've heard stories of households being broken up, parents getting in arguments with their kids, and just being mad at each other, all over politics, all over the presidential race. And it's not okay, right? So politics are very divisive, and it's not my aim to alienate anybody from this show, from what I do, because what I want to talk about is what's going on in the streets. There's many other things to talk about than politics. Also, I don't want to be some sort of political commentator. It's not my aim. Right? You can kind of pick up how I believe in some of the way that I cover some of the topics and issues that I talk about, but it's not my aim to ever kind of put that in your face, and I don't want to do that. So I don't want to alienate either side of the house. What I want to talk about is what's really happening, some of the issues that we can tackle in the streets, some of the issues that aren't related to the political side of the house. Who stands for what, who's promising what this president's doing, what this potential candidate can do, and all. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to be the commentator. I don't want to deal with the hate. I don't want to deal with the commentation. I don't want to deal with the comments that come along with that. At the end of the day, it's all love, and that's what I want people to understand, that regardless of how you feel, at the end of the day, it's all love. It's about Team Human, and that's what I'm about, and that's what I want to talk about, is some of the issues that are out there other than the political side of the house. Not only that, you can watch any other show that you want that's going to give you everything you want on the president, the presidential race, the candidates that are out there. You can watch any other show. I want to be a little bit different here on Street Talk. I want to talk about what's going on out there. Plus, there's a whole lot of other stuff to cover, and a whole lot of other things to talk about that I think are just as important, and in some cases more important, than who said what in the political race and this and that. Now, that's not to say that I won't cover politics, because there are some things out there that I think are just absolutely crazy. You just won't hear me covering the presidential race. That's kind of what this episode is about right here. I'm not gonna make it a long episode. I just want to tell you why I won't be covering the 2020 presidential race, because you can find all that news somewhere else. But exclamation point, asterisk, 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 what I do want to tell you, please stay informed. Pay attention to the presidential race. Use me as a subset for all the other stuff that you may want to hear, but pay attention. Listen to what these candidates are saying. make sure you're registered to vote. Make sure you go out there and vote. Make sure you vote to your conscience. Make sure you're doing the things you need to as a citizen. If you have a problem with the current establishment that's there, then do your part and vote against it. If you happen to like what they're doing, do your part and vote for it. But make sure that no matter what, you are voting. You have to do that. There's a whole lot of things going on, and a lot of people are more engaged than ever. But you have to do your part. You have to vote. That doesn't mean shut down free speech because somebody said something that you didn't agree with or that may have hurt your feelings.
Get over it.
Talk. Don't fight. There's no reason to do any of that stuff. So just make sure you're doing your part. Make sure you get out there and vote. 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 And pay attention to what's being said and pay attention to the promises that are being made out there. Okay? With that, it's all love. I appreciate everything. Do all the things that YouTubers ask you to do. Like, subscribe, comment. Do all those things. Till then, it's your boy CB. This is Street Talk. All love.